right. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Monday Night Live Double Play brought to you by our sponsors Play.com. Tonight we have a really special show where we're going to be playing out, or pre-playing I should say, Game 1 of this year's World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians, and we're going to be using a very special set of cards that was just released. That's a colorized version of the History Maker Baseball in-season set for both of these teams. That set is available to download absolutely for free. It's basically a World Series in a box. Has everything you need, the players, the umpires, and it even comes with two stadium cards. So you have everything that you need except for History Maker Baseball. I posted a link to that download below the video here, so you can go there right now, and it's also over on the Play.com Facebook page as well. So, all right. So first, I have to say thank you to Kevin Burghardt, who gave me the lineups for the Chicago Cubs tonight, and also for Paul Salzgeber, who gave me the lineups for Cleveland tonight. Of course, the World Series doesn't actually start until tomorrow, and the lineups won't be posted until then, so I decided to reach out to two of the biggest fans I know of each of those teams, and they very generously got back to me very quickly today to set the lineups. So hopefully the lineups are going to be pretty close to what they are tomorrow night. I will say that there is no Schwarber card for everybody who is looking for that. He only had, I think, 5 plate appearances this year, so really no realistic way to create a card for that player. Still not sure if he's even going to be on the roster tomorrow. The rosters won't be out until sometime tomorrow morning, I believe. So the lineup for the Cubs tonight will not have Schwarber in at designated hitter. So, all right. If this is your first time joining us here for the show, welcome aboard. Please feel free to leave a comment in the chat section. I'll try to get to it during the game, or some of the other viewers will jump in as well. We usually have a pretty good conversation going on. Looks like we've got about 10 people already in the room, people saying hi. Welcome to Tribes Fan, welcome to Johnny Volume, and welcome to Red Spade. All right, I think those are a couple of new names that I haven't seen there. And if you've been here before, then welcome back to the show and enjoy as we pre-play Game 1 of the 2016 World Series. Let's head down to Progressive Field to see the starting lineup for the game tonight. All right, so here we are down on the field, and as you can see, these cards are in the team colors. They look really sharp out here. The game board that I'm using is one that's been created by Al Wilson. He has a board for each of the current stadiums and just about every other historical stadium. I've posted a link to his Google Drive a bunch of times, but if you don't have it, I will post a link to it in the video after the show. Chad and Edward have joined in the chat room. Welcome aboard, guys. Let's see. Other than that, I think we're all set to go. Let me just announce the starting lineups. Brought to us by our good friend Kevin Burghardt. He is a diehard Chicago Cubs fan, and he's really happy, of course, to see his Cubs in there, and he gave me the starting lineup, so here it is. Leading off, playing center field, is Dexter Fowler. Batting second and playing third is Chris Bryant. Batting third and playing at first base is Anthony Rizzo. Batting cleanup and playing in left field tonight is Ben Zobrist. Batting fifth and playing second base is Javier Baez. The designated hitter tonight is Wilson Contreras. Batting 7th and playing at shortstop is Addison Russell. Batting 8th and playing in right field is Jason Hayward. And doing the catching tonight and batting 9th is David Ross. The starting pitcher for the Chicago Cubs is John Lester. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Cleveland Indians. Leading off, the designated hitter Carlos Santana. Batting 2nd and playing second base is Jason Kipnis. Batting 3rd, playing at shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Batting cleanup and playing first base is Mike Napoli. Batting 5th and playing at third base is Jose Ramirez. Batting 6th and playing in right field, Lonnie Chisenhall. Batting 7th and playing in left field, Coco Crisp. Batting 8th and playing in center field is Tyler Naquin. And doing the catching tonight and batting 9th is Roberto Perez. The starting pitcher for the Indians is Corey Kluber. All right, so just a couple of pre-game items to take care of. The beginning of a series, I assume that both teams are in full harmony, especially with such a significant Game 1 World Series. So we won't roll for that. We will determine who our hot and cold batters are going to be. I didn't. So let's see. For Chicago, let's look at the box score for the last game. Looks like we'll give Rizzo the hot designation. He went 2 for 4 with no strikeouts, run and an RBI. And we will give, let's see, we'll give Baez the cold. He went 0 for 3 with a strikeout. So Baez will be cold. And for the Indians, we will have Lindor will be the designated hot batter. And the cold batter will be Chisenhall. Chisenhall went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. All right, so there's our designated hot and cold batters. And now we will roll on the chart here. First we'll roll for the visiting Chicago Cubs. And it's the batting coach, Major Perk with a starter. All right. And which starter? The shortstop or the catcher? We'll roll the decider die. Is it the shortstop? It is. All right, so Addison Russell is going to get a Major Perk. Let's see what that is. He is patient until further notice. All right, so we'll make a note up here that Addison Russell is patient. Okay, now we'll see what the Cubs visit from their team trainer. It is a perk with a starter non-pitcher. So let's see. Rolled a 4. It'll be an infielder. Gets a Major Perk. Let's see which infielder. Their shortstop. All right, so Lindor is going to get a Major Perk. Let's see what he gets. Major Perk for a non-pitcher. He is happy until further notice. Well, there we go. All right, so interesting that both shortstops involved in that. All right, so there we go. We got all the pre-game activities taken care of. Let me just catch up on the comments here. It looks like we've got a pretty good mix of Cubs and Indians fans in the room here. That's great. I can honestly say that just as a baseball fan, I'm going to be happy whatever the the turnout of the series is, I hope it's good. There's a lot of former Red Sox on both teams, a lot of ties to the Red Sox, so I'll definitely be happy for whichever team wins, and feel terrible for whichever team doesn't. Um, so kind of glad actually that maybe I don't have my favorite team in a series like this, where it's sort of unfortunate that everybody has to, or that somebody has to lose. All right, so here we go. We'll have Corey Kluber finishing his warm-up tosses, and Dexter Fowler steps up to the plate, and Game 1 of the World Series is underway. All right, we got a 155. Fowler is not a home run king, so that'll be a long fly to center field, where Naquin will settle under it, and we have one out. All right, Chris Bryant will step up. One out and nobody on. We got a 4-4-6. Kluber is a star, so that'll be a ground out to second. Two quick outs for Kluber, and that'll bring up Anthony Rizzo, 2 out, and the base is cleared. 5-6-6, wild no, good eye no, so that will be a strikeout, and we'll go to the right now chart for the next batter. But that is 3 up, 3 down, and after half an inning, there is no score here in Cleveland. All right, so Lester will finish his warm-up tosses, getting ready to face the bottom of, or the top of the order. Let's see. Questions here. Oh, let's see. Dave from Baseball Demos is here, and he's asking about the umpires, and I did forget to run through the umpires. I managed to find some site that listed who was starting where. It's actually kind of funny how hard it is to track down that information before the game. So Larry Vanover is the home plate umpire. Chris Guccione is at first base. The crew chief, the retiring John Hirschbeck, is at second. And Marvin Hudson is the third base umpire. And in case it does come up, Tony Rendazzo is the left field umpire, in case we have any calls that come up in the rare plays, and Joe West is the right field umpire. And if we decide to use a video review, Sam Holbrook is the video review umpire for tonight. They now have 7 umpires in a crew for best of 7 series now in baseball. So there are 7 umpires that come with the game, and that is the setup for Game 1 here. All right. Good question. All right, so here we go. Bottom of the first. No score here. Lester to Santana. 3-4-6. Is he eager? Oh, no, and we're going to go to the right now chart. All right, so it's going to be a neutral pitcher against a neutral batter. And we got a 3-6 cold pitcher, no. So it'll be a pop-up to the catcher. All right. All that chatting, I almost forgot about the last results. All right, so there we go. Let's see. Oh, Tribes fan is saying, thank you for the digging, or good digging. Yeah, it's amazing. It's like they want to hide the umpire rotation. It wasn't even like an MLB website. It was just a regular sports site. It was kind of weird. So, but there we go. All right. Hey, Richard from New York is here. Welcome to the chat room. Let's see. Did I miss anybody else in the chat room yet? All right. So anybody just joining in here? We're in the bottom of the first. Kluber went 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first, and we've got one out here with Jason Kipnis coming up. Nobody on. 4-4-5. Workman, no, he is not patient. That'll be a ground out to first. ground out to first. Rizzo tosses it to Lester for the easy out. And now that'll bring up Francisco Lindor, the shortstop for Cleveland. And, oh goodness, he swings at a inside pitch. Deep into left. Zobrist goes back, but he will not catch that one. It is into the stands, and Cleveland is on the board 1-0 on a first inning home run from Francisco Lindor. All right, well, there we go. Cleveland is the first team to strike. That'll get the crowd on their feet. And all right, so we've got 2 out now, nobody on, 1 run in. First baseman Mike Napoli will step up. 2-3-5, Wild no, Eager no, he will ground out to second base. All right, so Lester settles down after the home run. And after 1 full, it is Chicago 0 and Cleveland 1. Fireworks early here in the game. Something that should be a pitching duel, but you never know what can happen in the World Series. Let's see. Yes, Lindor is definitely very happy now. Anybody just tuning in, Francisco Lindor during the pregame rolls, he got a happy till further notice, and he definitely just showed it there. All right, and looks like we got a few more people in, so everybody just joining us. We are in the top of the second. The score is Chicago 0. Cleveland is got 1 run on a solo home run from Francisco Lindor. Chicago will have Zobrist, Baez, and Contreras up in the inning, and we've got a dice down. And let's see, the roll is 1, 2, 6. He is fresh, so he will line out to second base. 1 down. I'll bring up the second baseman, Javier Baez. All right, and Keith Avalone has joined us in the chat room. All right, so there we go. Anybody has any History Maker baseball questions or Play.com questions? Now's the time to jump in. Al Wilson has joined us as well. All right, welcome aboard, guys. Let's see, 1-1-3. The pitcher is not an ace. The batter is a slugger, though. So there we go. Javier Baez doubles. And Chicago has their first hit of the game, first base runner. And now the designated hitter, Wilson Contreras, will step in with 1 down and 1 on. All right. Let's see, we got a question about the weather charts. I usually don't use them. Actually, I don't even have my weather chart handy. That's how little I use it. They usually don't come into effect. You have to roll really low. It's usually you have to roll like 15 or 16. On those charts, but they can just have once in a while they'll have an effect depending on how you roll and where you're playing. So all right, and yes, very good. Whoever the manager who decided to put Baez in the 5 hole. All right, here we go. So Contreras up, man in scoring position. 4-4-5. Workman no. Patient. He is not, so that'll be a ground out to first. So Baez will move to third on the ground out. And so we'll have a runner at third with 2 down for this shortstop, Addison Russell. Russell was also involved in the pre-game chart. He has the patient quality now until further notice. So let's see. His approach to the plate changes. 3-5-6. No, that is going to be a strikeout. So that'll strand the runner at third. Whoop. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. All right, and we will head to the bottom of the second. Still a 1-0 game. All right, so Kluber pitches around the 1-out double. Let's see. Richard was having some video problems, so it looks like nobody else was. All right, glad to hear that. Let's see. Any? Oh, hey, an ASU or Arizona State Sun Devil alum is in there. All right, in the chat room talking about Jason Kipnis. Okay, here we go. Cleveland will have Ramirez, Chisenhall, and Crisp due up here in the bottom of the second. 2-5-5. He is a star, so Ramirez will strike out to lead off the bottom of the inning. That'll bring up the right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall. He's the designated cold batter for for Cleveland. 3-3-4. Acer, a star. Yes, he is. He'll jam him and he'll pop out to first. As Rizzo closes the glove on an easy pop out. 2 down. Now for the very well-traveled Coco Crisp, playing in left field tonight. 4-5-6. Is he patient? He is not. He is going to fly out to center field, and we will start the next inning on the chemistry chart. 1, 2, 3. Go the Indians, and after 2 full, it is 1-0 Cleveland. All right, let's see. Interruption. Hopefully that fixed itself. It looks like the feed's good from my end, so hopefully there's no other issues, but let me know in the chat room if anything comes up. All right, so Jason Hayward, I'll have the 8, 9, and 1 batters due up for Chicago, and we're starting on the chemistry chart. Both teams have full harmony, so we don't need to roll the decide or die. 2-3 pitching team does have harmony. A marginal pitch catches the corner, strikeout, so that'll be a backwards K for Hayward. 1 down. That'll bring up David Ross. His last series as a player. He's announced that he will retire at the end of this year. 2-3-4. Runners on base. No. He's not a hot batter, so he will pop out to third. So 2 quick outs. Corey Kluber looking sharp here so far. Just that 1 hit. Or he is not a prospect. The batter is only semi-patient, so not. And we will head to the bottom of the inning. Cleveland will have their 8, 9, and 1 batters due up. Let's see. Yeah, talking about Coco Crisp. Yeah, he has been around for a really long time. I don't even know how many teams he's been on at this point, but he keeps getting work, and he's he started the year on Oakland, and he definitely was the beneficiary of a good trade going from Oakland to Cleveland with a chance to win another World Series for his trophy case. All right, so here we go. Tyler Naquin will lead off the pitching at home. No. Slugger, no. So he will single into right field. And then we'll go to the right now chart. All right, so leadoff man aboard for Cleveland. And that'll bring up the catcher, Roberto Perez. Let's see. I feel like that Tito would probably call a sacrifice bunt here. With this kind of poor hitting catcher up, so I think we'll skip the right now chart and just he'll lay down a sacrifice bunt, and it is successful. So Naquin will move to second, and Perez lays down a successful sacrifice bunt. All right, so 1 down, man in scoring position. We'll head back to the top of the order. The very non-traditional leadoff man, Carlos Santana, designated hitter tonight. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. 4-6-6, Wild, No. Home run king or slugger. He's a semi-home run king. The decider dot says no. So that is going to be a single into left field, and that will plate Naquin. So there we go. Successful sacrifice bunt leads to another run coming across. And now we'll have a man on first. Still just one down. Cleveland on top now, 2-0. All right, let's see. So Jason Kipnis, the former Sun Devil, comes up. He ground out to first in the first inning. 1-1-4. The pitcher is fresh. Oh, so he's going to ground into an inning-ending double play. 6-4-3 for everybody scoring at home. So that will end the inning. But Cleveland does tack on another run, and after 3 full, they lead it 2-0. All right. Let's see. So everyone's having a good conversation about Coco Crisp. Really, he's only played for 4 teams? Oh goodness. I guess he did stay. He stayed in Boston for quite a while. Oh, all right. Well, and I guess it does seem like he's been around forever. So, all right. So here we go. Chris Bryant will lead things off in the top of the 4th for Chicago. Small MVP chant starts up in the crowd. Let's see, 3-5-6. Oh, and he is gonna go down swinging to strikeout to start the 4th. Kluber looking very good so far, just 1 hit, and now he has 4 strikeouts. Anthony Rizzo will come up. He was one of those strikeouts. He struck out to end the first inning. 1-2-5. Struggler, no. Patient. He is patient, so that'll be a walk unless we have the umpire glasses symbol. So that asks if there's a questionable or strict umpire. So Larry Vanover, he's semi-questionable, so we're going to roll the decider dot. If it's a dot, it's going to be a strikeout. If it's blank, it'll be a walk. Oh, and it is a strike. So that'll be a backwards K for Rizzo, 2 down. And now the talking heads will start looking at the the pitch zone to see if that really was a strike, and talking about how Vanover's strike zone is varying a little bit from game to game. Now Zobrist will step up, 2 down, nobody on. He lined out to second his first time up, and this time he is. Oh no, we're in the 4th already, so he is going to ground out to short to end the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Cubs, and after 3.5, it is Chicago 0 and Cleveland 2. All right, so yes, Madden definitely not very happy about that call. A little chirping from the dugout. All right. So here we go. Bottom of the 4th. Cleveland will have their 3, 4, and 5 heart of the order due up. And Lindor will lead things off. Of course, we'll flash back to the first inning where he slammed a solo shot into the left field bleachers to put his team on the board and go up 1-0 at the time. And here he'll lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. 4-4-6. Star, yes. So he will, this time he's going to lose the battle, and he will ground out to second base. 1 down, nobody on for Mike Napoli. He ground out his first time up. Let's see, 1-3-6. Ace, no. Is he a whiffer or cold? He is absolutely a whiffer. So he is going to strike out. So 2 quick outs for Lester here in the 4th. And then I'll bring up the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. We get a 1-4-4 flash, yes, but we have the umpire glasses again. See, so 1-4-4, it asks if it's a questionable or lenient. They call ball 4. Let's see. So again, we'll go to the decider die. If it's a dot, it's ball 4. If it's blank, then it's strike 3. And it is blank, so it will be strike 3. So hey, at least Vanover's, so far, he's calling them the same for each team. So that will be the end of the 4th inning. And we'll go to the top of the 5th. Still a 2-0 lead for the Indians. Let's see. Oh, so now everyone's talking about there's a sign-up sheet where people can sign a petition to get Bob Uecker to call the game instead of Joe Buck. It's actually got a lot of traction online. It's just kind of funny. I'd love to see it. I don't know. I guess I'm sort of neutral about Joe Buck, but I know that some people despise his play-by-play. I don't know. I'm sort of neutral about it at this point. I feel like most of my adult life he's called every baseball playoff game that I've seen. So, all right. So here we go. Baez will lead off the inning. He doubled. Let's see, and he actually has the only hit of the game so far for Chicago. Let's see if he can keep it going. Well, that's not going to do it. That's going to be a leadoff strikeout. So another K for Kluber. He's got 1, 2, 3. He's got 6 strikeouts now here in the 5th inning. The designated hitter Contreras will come up. He ground out to first. His first at bat. 2, 3, 5. Wild, no. He is not eager, so he is going to ground out to second base. And we've got 2 quick outs in the inning. Addison Russell will step up. He struck out his first at bat. 4, 5, 5 flash. Yeah, so that is going to be yet another strikeout. So Kluber is definitely locked in for the Tribe. After 5 innings, he's got a 1-hit shutout going on. Lester's pitching pretty well too. Just he has that solo home run he gave up to Lindor, and then they were able to manufacture a run in the bottom of the 3rd on a couple of hits and a sacrifice bunt. We will go to the bottom of the 5th, and Chisenhall will lead things off for the Indians. All right, let's see. So here we go. 4, 5, 6. He is not patient. He will fly out to center field, and we'll go to the chemistry chart for the next at bat. 1 down, nobody on for Coco Crisp. We get a 5-6. Pitching team is not dissonant, so that's going to be a strikeout. And we're going to go to the right now chart. So Tyler Naquin, he got a hit his last at bat, so he is going to be semi-hot, and the pitcher will also be semi-hot. All right, so let's see what happens. Oh, and both of them are going to be hot. 1-6, hot pitcher. Yes, he fools the batter into swinging an outside pitch. Easy ground out to short. So it's a 1, 2, 3 inning. In the bottom of the 5th, we'll head to the top of the 6th. Still 2-0 Cleveland. Let's see. Let's see, who are we talking about in the chat room? Somebody that was awful. Oh. All right. Let's see. So the Cubbies will have the 8, 9, and 1 batters due up against Kluber, trying to get something going here. Well, here we go. Kluber does not have double control, so that is going to be a leadoff walk. All right, so for the first time all game, Chicago has their leadoff man aboard. David Ross will step up. I feel like you got to let him swing away. He's got the potential to to tie the game on one swing of the bat. All right, let's see what the veteran David Ross can do. And oh no, that's going to be a strikeout. So another strikeout for Kluber. That'll bring up the switch hitter Dexter Fowler. He'll bat from the left against the righty Kluber. So 1 out, 1 on. Fowler is 0 for 2 so far in the game. Let's see. Does he want to... All right, here we go. Let's see if they can get something going. 2, 4, 6. Pitcher does have control, so that's going to be a ground out back to the pitcher's mound. Kluber will field it, turn and fire to second, but they won't have time to turn it. So Fowler will reach on the fielder's choice. And so we've still got a runner at first, but now 2 down for Chris Bryant. Bryant is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Oh, triple fours. Oh, hey, and how about that? It would be a double to right field unless he's a home run king, and the dot says yes. So Chris Bryant has just tied the game as he sends a shot into the opposite field. And just like that, it is all knotted up. We've got a brand new game here in Cleveland. Oh boy. All right, so base is now empty for Anthony Rizzo, 2 down. He has struck out twice so far. See if Kluber can settle down. And he does. He will give Rizzo the hat trick. Strike him out again. So that'll be the 3rd out, but not before Chris Bryant sends a jack into right field to knot the game up at 2 apiece. So we are all tied heading into the bottom of the 6th. Lester on the mound, still pitching good. He has retired the last 7 batters he's faced. Let's see, Cleveland will have the 9, 1, and 2 batters due up. So let's see what happens. 1, 2, 4. He does have control, so that'll be a ground out to short to start the inning. And Andrew Miller is beginning to toss in the Cleveland bullpen. So we'll probably see him next inning. Let's see, 2, 3, 6. Lester does not have double control, so that is going to be a walk. I believe his first walk of the game. So we'll have 1 on and 1 out. Jason Kipnis steps in. Kipnis is 0 for 2, and he ground into a inning-ending double play back in the 3rd. So let's see, lefty on lefty here. 2, 2, 3, wild no. Is he a slugger? He is. And he's also a whiffer this at bat, so he is going to strike out. So Kipnis not having a good game. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so there we go. 2 outs now for Francisco Lindor. He hit a solo home run, and then he ground out to second base in his second at bat. 4, 4, 6. Pitcher is a star, and he'll get him to ground out again. So Lester doing what Lester does. And after 6 full, it is all tied up at 2 apiece here in Cleveland. All right, so that is going to be the end of the night for Kluber. Miller will come on in relief. So Kluber went 6 innings. He gave up just that 1 hit. Unfortunately, it was a 2-run homer to Bryant. He had that 1 walk. Oh no, sorry, he gave up 2 hits. I forgot to mark the hit for that second home run, or for that first home run. He ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts. So a good game for him, but unfortunately he ran into a red hot Chris Bryant there. So all right, so here we go. The ALCS MVP Andrew Miller now in the game. Let's see. Catching up on the comments here. Everyone's talking about the bullpen. Yeah, both of these teams have the best bullpens in the game. I don't know who I would give the edge to. I guess I would give the edge right now to Cleveland because they have Andrew Miller, who is just pitching lights out over multiple innings each game. So it's awesome to have somebody like that in the game where you can get, two and a third innings of, lockdown relief before you get to a really great closer. So, all right, so here we go. Let's see what he can do here. He's going to be facing the 4, 5, and 6 batters for Chicago. So here we go. 2, 3, 5. Wild, no. Eager, no. But he is patient, so he is going to draw a leadoff walk. So for the second straight inning, Chicago will have their leadoff batter aboard by way of the walk. This will bring up Javier Baez. He is 1 for 2 so far with a double and a strikeout. We get a 1, 2, 4. And unfortunately, they just ran into Miller time. Miller has double control. So the first ground out is going to be a 6-4-3 double play for 2 quick outs. And then Wilson Contreras will also ground out to short. And there you go. That snuffs out a potential rally. And it is already time to stretch here in Cleveland. All right. I forgot to... I forgot to unpack my ukulele. So give me just a sec, guys, and I'll catch up on the comments while I'm unpacking my uke. So we don't have Bob Euchre, but we do have my ukulele. All right, so here we go. Everybody get ready to stretch. Feel free to join in at home. All right, here we go. Take me out to the ball game and take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. And I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. There we go. All right. Probably one of my favorite traditions. Of these live shows when I'm playing a baseball game is doing the 7th inning stretch. All right. Thanks for playing along, guys. Oh, hey, and somebody noticed my shirt. There we go. I figured it would be appropriate to have something like this on for tonight. All right, so here we go. We are going into the bottom of the 7th. And let's see. The Cubs are going to... I think that Lester's going to stay on because he's been pretty sharp, but we'll have Zastrinsny and Rondon will get up in the pen just in case if anybody gets aboard. So a little double barrel action in the Chicago bullpen. Mike Napoli will lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. He's 0 for 2 so far with a ground out and a strikeout. Oh, and now my My Chicago manager is saying, are Strop and Wood warming up? All right. Hey, I'll go with your with your suggestions. Sure. There we go. All right. Pedro Strop and Travis Wood warming up in the pen. Assist from our from our Chicago manager. All right. So here we go. Mike Napoli, 144. Oh, so we're gonna have another roll for the umpire. So a dot, it's a walk, and a blank, it's a strikeout, and it's a dot. Oh, so it's gonna be a leadoff walk. Oh boy, so that'll definitely get a little more chatter from the Chicago dugout. Want to know where that one missed. Let's see. So I've got a switch and a lefty up. Let's see. Do you let Lester stay in for one more? Let's see. Ramirez has struck out twice. I think Lester's got his number. We'll let Lester pitch to one more, and see if he can dig it out here. Oh no, 2-4-5. That's asking if the batter's a hero, and he is. So that's going to be a single into left. All right, and that will bring Madden out of the dugout, and that's going to be all for John Lester. Oh, I was hoping he could get something going there, and be in line for the victory. But a good outing for him. So he's going to go 6+. He gave up 4 hits, 2 runs so far. He's got 2 men on base. Let's see. He had 2 walks and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts, and that 1 home run to Lindor. And Travis Wood will come out to face the left-handed Chisenhall. So now Strop is in the bullpen, and Zastrinsny will join him there. All right, so Chicago hoping to cling to their tie game here and get out of this 2-on, nobody out jam. Cleveland hoping to get a run across and then let their bullpen take them the rest of the way. All right, Lonnie Chisenhall will step in. He is 0 for 2 so far. Let's see what he does here. 3-3-5. Wild, no. Sad sack, no. Oh, it's going to be a single into right field. And that is going to score Napoli from second base. And Ramirez will end up at third. Let's see. And then Chisenhall is actually going to steal second base. All right, so we're going to end up with runners at second and third. A run comes in. That'll be charged to Lester. He's still responsible for Ramirez at third. And now Coco Crisp steps in. Oh, boy. Let's see. Do you want Crisp to load the bases? Set up a double play. Oh, let's see. Oh, Kev is, let's see. Richard, thanks for the, for the plug there. Yeah. So, I'd love to have a sidekick in the booth here. It actually would be great to have somebody running my computer while I'm doing this. But someday maybe when I'm a big operation. All right, let's see. So I'll turn to Kev. What do you think? Should we walk Coco Crisp to load the bases, and then we could bring in Zastrinsny, or should we let Wood face Crisp and bring the infield in? What do you think? Oh, and somebody's saying that I should pull Coco Crisp for Rajah Davis. Oh, that's a okay. And then that would probably force the. All right, so there we go. Our Tribes fan manager is calling for a pinch hitter. So Rajah Davis will come in and pinch hit for Crisp. And then he'll also stay in the game and play left field, which he's actually an upgrade. Defensively, just mark down his stats here. And so that will, Wood will give him the intentional pass. And then we are going to bring in Zastrinsny to face Tyler Naquin. So we'll have a lefty on lefty. All right, so Wood does not have a good a good outing. He gave up a no outs, one hit, and that intentional walk. All right, so the base is full of Indians. Nobody out, one run already in. All right, let's see. All right. Oh, so my Chicago manager is catching up on the feed here. And okay, so he's good with the decision there to bring lefty on lefty. All right, so here we go. Bases juice, nobody out. What's gonna happen here? 1-3-3. Oh, he is not a slugger, so it's gonna be just a short fly out to left field. Let's see. So that'll be a big first out. Ramirez is on third. So normally a 1 is not, if the lead die is 1, it's not enough to score the runner on a fly out. But he can try to attempt an extra base. So we're going to try that first. So first we'll roll. If it's a dot, he can attempt to tag up and score. And he can. And let's see, he is semi-active. So let's see if he's fully active. He is. So anything but a 6, he will be safe at home. Oh, and he just comes in under the tag. All right, so that will bring in a second run. So it'll actually be a sacrifice fly for Naquin. All right, and that'll close the book on Lester. So he'll have 4 earned runs. But we got one big first out there. So now we have runners at first and second with 1 down, and the catcher Perez up. All right, we get a 1-4-5. Oh, and he is going to ground into an inning-ending double play, 5-4-3. So the pitcher's friend. So that'll stop the bleeding there. But they do get 2 big runs to break the tie, and we will go into the top of the 8th with the Cleveland on top 4-2. Let's see, and we have the bottom of Chicago's order. We've got a right, left, righty due up. So let's see. So my Tribes fan manager, what do you think? Should we let Miller throw 1 more and then just have Allen throw the 9th? Or do we bring on Dan Otero to face the bottom of the order? I guess probably let Miller stay in, right? Maybe have Otero warming up just in case. Let's see. So we got a question about the extra base strategy card. It doesn't actually specify that you can't use it on a lead die of 1. But I mean, I can see what you're saying, but I guess maybe something to ask Keith about next time we got. All right, so Miller's gonna stay in, and we're gonna have a pinch hitter when Hayward comes up, according to my managers here. So all right. So here we go. Andrew Miller on for his second inning of work. He's now in line for the win. Should the score stay the same? 3-3-6. He is an ace, so that'll be a fly out to center field for the first out, and that will bring up Jason Hayward's spot, but he will get called back to the bench. Let's see. I guess we'll have Jorge Soler come in to pinch hit, and then he will stay on to play right. All right, so one down, nobody on. 1-1-4. Oh, the pitcher, it's asking for fresh, and it's a second inning, so he's only semi-fresh. So he's not sad sack or patient. No, so that'll be a single into right field, and we'll go to the chemistry chart for the next at bat. So there we go. The pinch hitter comes through, and that'll bring up the veteran David Ross. Let's see what he can do here. Roll on the chart. We don't need a decider die. 3-5. The pitching team. Dissonance. No. So it'll be a ground out to short. So it's going to be a fielder's choice. 6-4. And Ross will be at first on the fielder's choice. So 2 down now for Dexter Fowler. Let's see. He is 0 for 3 so far in the game. All right, so here we go. Let's see if he can get him advanced. Oh, triple ones, but so that would have been a home run, but Andrew Miller is definitely an ace, so that will be just a ground out to third to end the inning. All right, so they're gonna leave him one man on base, not able to capitalize. All right, so now for the Indians, they'll have the top of their order due up in the 8th, and let's see. So I guess we'll go with we'll have Rondon come in to pitch. That seems. So let's see. So Zaz goes 1 inning. No hits, no runs. Okay. All right, so Rondon comes on now. Would like to keep it just a 2-run game. Cody Allen is now tossing for the Indians, looking to close the game out here. 2-2-6 is the batter hit by pitch. He is not. He's not the cleanup batter, so that'll be a fly out to left field. All right, so 1 down. That'll bring up Kipnis. He's had a really bad day at the plate. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and he ground into a double play. All right. Let's see, 2-5-5. The pitcher is a star, so that's going to be a strikeout. So 2 quick outs. That'll bring up Lindor. He homered in the first inning and then has ground out his next 2 at bats. 2-2-3 wild no slugger or utility. Yes, he is. So he's going to line out to short. All right, so Rondon does his job here in the 8th. And we are going to head into the top of the 9th. Cleveland on top 4-2, which that means that it is time for Cody Allen to come on and do his thing. So Miller goes 2 innings. Let's see. He gave up 2 hits. Oh, wait. No, just one hit. All right. And one walk. And it looks like that was it. No strikeouts for him. All right, so here we go. So Cody Allen will definitely have to work for this save. He's going to be facing the 2, 3, and 4 batters. Our schedule. Chris Bryant is up. He has driven in the only 2 runs of the game for Chicago. That big 2-run homer in the top of the 6th that tied it up at the time. He is 1 for 3 so far. Here we go. 266. Hey, leadoff batter. Yes, he is. He's going to single into center field, and there we go. Don't give up hope yet, Cubs fans. Now Anthony Rizzo steps up. He would like to turn this day around. He is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. So we'll have a righty on lefty here. 2, 4, 4. Oh, the pitcher is not an ace. This at bat because the dot says no. The batter is not a champion though. So a ground out to short, so that'll be a fielder's choice. So we'll have man still on first, but now 1 out. And Rizzo's having a bad start to his World Series career. All right, so now Ben Zobrist steps in. Let's see, he's a switch hitter, so he'll bat from the left. What has he done so far? He's 0 for 2 with a walk. 366. Oh, no, and he's going to fly out to center field. All right, so Cubs down to their last out. Let's see, and it's Baez, who's got 1 hit. I don't think we're going to want to bring in a pinch hitter. All right, so here we go. 2 down, tying run at the plate in Baez. This is going to decide the game. Oh, it is 266. The runner is thrown out on first. Oh, so Allen's gonna turn and pick off Rizzo at first base, and that has how the game is gonna end. Oh boy, what a way for the game to end, with Baez representing the tying run and not even getting a chance to drive him in. Ouch. That is a bad way to lose. But there we go. So that's our final from Cleveland here. Chicago 2 and Cleveland 4. Miller picks up the win in relief. Allen gets the save. Lester will be the losing pitcher. Let me just give all the totals here. So yeah, both teams had oh, I guess somewhere I missed a hit for Cleveland on my board there. All right, so that is our final here. Yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. That was a exciting game, kind of a weird way for it to end. But there's our totals for the game. Again, the winner is Miller, who got two innings of shutout relief. Allen gets the save, and Lester is the losing pitcher, 6 innings pitched and 4 runs given up. All right, we'll come back up here. Oh, and I just saw somebody make a comment about Rizzo being another former Red Sox. Yeah, there's so many former Red Sox on both of these teams. It's kind of funny. All right, so there we go, guys. Yes, the colored cards are so fantastic. Very, very happy with how those cards look, how they came out. And again, if you didn't catch it at the beginning of the show, these cards are available to download for free right now. There's a link in the video, and it's also posted over on the play.com Facebook page. All right. So, if there's any questions before we sign off, I'll be happy to answer them. Any questions that I missed? Again, thank you to Kevin and to Paul for the lineups for tonight's game. I wanted to make sure that I was able to get a realistic lineup on the table, and again, there's no better resource than people who are big fans of teams. So I was really happy for them to help out with this. Thanks to Kev for his in-game managing, and thanks to Tribes Fan. Tribes Fan is that Paul? Or, I guess I should have. I think it is, but if it's not, then thank you for your help during the game with the changes and everything. Let's see. Al's asking when Game 2 is. I'm not sure if I'm definitely not gonna be able to do Game 2 live because Game 2 is gonna be on Wednesday night, and I have parent-teacher conferences that night, so I won't be able to do it live. I might be able to pre-play it, and I'll maybe put up a write-up over on the play.com Facebook page, but I definitely will not be able to do that live. I would like to do at least one more live game this week, so I can do a game from Wrigley. So I'll try to do that, and then who knows, maybe by that time we will know if Schwarber is part of the Cubs roster, and then maybe we'll have to adjust that card set for download again so we can have Schwarber out on the field. But all right. Well, again, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. These live games are so much fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And laughing at some of the comments in there. All right. Again, I'm really happy to do these live shows, but they don't work unless everybody tunes in. Again, we had a nice lively chat room here. So there we go. All right. Well, guys, again, thank you so much for stopping by. And until next time, be sure to... Oh, actually, sorry. I have one quick announcement. That I will be talking about tomorrow on the news, but I just wanted to share this with you. Anybody that's interested in the Commissioner's Surprise Cup tournament, Keith is going to be having a live event this Saturday in the Denver area. It's in Broomfield, Colorado, at Total Escape Games. So at 11 o'clock this Saturday morning, if you want to join Keith and some other local gamers, you can definitely stop in there. That's easy for me to say, and play along with some of the Hockey Blast. And again, I'll post this on the show tomorrow. I'll post it on the Facebook page. But I just want to mention that tonight while I have a captive audience here. So if you're in the northern Denver area and you'd like to stop in to Total Escape Games, 11 o'clock Saturday morning is the time. You'll get to meet Keith and a few other local area gamers. So, all right. Now, thank you for watching. My name is Steve. And until next time, get out there, have fun, play games, and I'll see you after further review. Have a good night, everybody.